So the Wood Dragon is going to be a cool year. 2024, year of the Wood Dragon begins this new moon. It's so exciting. I can't wait to find out how this is going to impact your zodiac sign. We're going to go sign by sign, starting with the collective. Since we are here on Spread Space, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down here is the theme. So this is the re-moon where we're redoing and rejuvenating and all of these fun things. A lot of this has to do with habits and recovering from these habits as well, because we are releasing many of these replaying relationships and reoccurring situations. So, like I said, this is a big RE moon. So, our main energy, for the energy here, we have the Queen of Swords. Now, she came up in 2 other readings, I think Virgo. But she's up right here, so she's very poised. She carries herself very well and is a very good communicator. Although her sword is double-edged, so her tongue could be hurtful as well as helpful. But here she's upright, so I don't see any of that bitchiness here with this Queen of Swords. She is holding herself with poise and grace, and she is very blunt and honest in her words, in her speech. She gets straight to the point. There's no beating around the bush when it comes to the Queen of Swords, especially when we have Mercury in Aquarius. So we're speaking about our emotions to people, to a group, or to others. So moving along here, what this new idea is, we received number 14, integrity in reverse. The meaning of integrity is doing the right thing even when no one's looking. This is in reverse. So we have a lack of courage. So perhaps this new idea is letting go of your inner child and your shadow self. I see the inner child, and then I see a shadow. So here, the new idea we have is a lack of courage when it comes to our inner child and our shadow combining. But perhaps that's why we have this energy. Maybe we are communicating about that, so then let's figure it out. So the third card, we received the moon in reverse. So perhaps we still have these energies lingering from this full wolf moon that we just experienced. So perhaps we are lacking the courage to put that in words. So that's why being in a group setting would really help. Seeing other people do it will help you, you know what I mean? This is what I say is like a new moon. It's like that full moon leaving and this new moon rising. Very Cancerian energy, like homey energy. Perhaps we're freeing ourselves from these emotions, from these negative, these stale emotions or stale beliefs or thoughts, or maybe this imagination that we have. We're freeing ourselves of that. The habit of holding that in. We're creating new patterns. We're redoing a lot of things. For the fourth card, we received the very, very, very bright and exuberant Sun card, which is a very happy card. I think of pride and showing off. You're very confident. This tone is a very happy tone. What intentions are we setting? And we have the Seven of Pentacles. So this tells me that we are dropping, we're letting go of all of these old things. All of these things have been around for 7 months, a week, for these things have been around for perhaps 7 years. These things that we've been growing. And these seeds that I'm talking about aren't good seeds. These are seeds that are uprooted. They're not healthy. These are habits. These are things that are growing, have been growing for years perhaps, and we're letting go of that, and we're setting intentions to let go of what will bring us negativity or what no longer serves us. We're releasing rotten roots. How about it? We're releasing the rotten roots here. So these two cards I have up here for the collective, we're gonna have them as our secret mystery card that we'll reveal at the end of this reading. We'll go through sign by sign and see how this new moon in Aquarius will be affecting you and your sign. Give these a really good shuffle. I'm just so excited for this new moon. We can set intentions. Oh, we have some deception fly out. We have 3 cards popped out, so I guess we have another message for the collective. Aries community, this is your message as well, since it came out before your reading, but the first 3 cards that came out, we have deception, wolf in sheep's cloth. There's a reading about that, about the competition, and then we had 3 of cups, which that's what it looks like here as well, and perseverance, which 7 and 8 add up to 13, which is the devil, also deception. Where's the deception coming from? This group of friends. I see a picture of the 3 of Cups in the Rider-Waite deck where we have a lady in red. Now this lady in red, especially when in reverse and when she comes up in a love reading, is not the type of bitch you want coming up in your reading. Like this lady in red is like fucking your man type bitch. So that's the kind of shit that I feel, even though this is upright, it's surrounded by deception and the perseverance. We're holding out, we're sticking around this group with deception, and perhaps we're not even aware of it, since we do have a wolf in sheep's clothing. You do not see these wolves. Perhaps you don't see the sheep's teeth, wolf's teeth. There is a celebration, and in this group, we're at the celebration, there's deception, but we are to persevere. We are to persevere, we're to hold it out, we're to stick it through. And I hear, like, use your intuition. When you hear something, the truth is always inside of you. So I say when you hear something, like, the truth's coming out, like, you'll feel it. You'll feel the truth. On to Scorpio. Scorpio for this new moon. Alright, for this new moon's energy, we have the Chariot in reverse. So perhaps we have this like defeated energy, or where these emotions, we're in a sea of emotions. These emotions have turned raw or stale, or they're usually blue and they're like brown and yellow. That makes me think of the water when it freezes, when you speak like hateful things or when you ignore something. Even a thought can change the molecular structure of a substance. So perhaps we're being careful of how we think and feel about the past. What new idea are we having? We're no longer trapped anymore. We're no longer tied up. This idea is letting go of whatever is keeping us restrained, Scorpio. Perhaps we're like, I see like measuring, like when you measure, see how when you put the thing around you to measure, perhaps you're measuring your arms, your body, and we're feeling a sensation like without looking. So it's like you don't even have to look to see it, you could feel it. What are you freeing yourself of, Scorpio? You're freeing yourself of this lack of self-confidence. So perhaps you're doing something, riding this bike or doing something to boost your confidence. You found a key, you found a new key inside you. You're diving into something that a pool you never swam in before. This new moon tone is this Eight of Wands. These are Cupid's arrows. Perhaps you are running. You are like with the gusto. You have a lot of energy. You're you're fit. This guy's very toned. You see all his muscles. You're feeling so good about it, Scorpio. What intentions are you setting? Oh, this is very nostalgic. We're setting, perhaps you're like showing off your son or your daughter. You're setting loving motherly intentions. Your intentions to set are to, perhaps you're doing your family portraits. Like getting pictures developed or something like that, putting pictures in a frame. You're getting dialed all up. They like matching clothes or something, like matching headbands or something of that sort. And you're like, maybe perhaps you're putting a showcase, like your son got a trophy or something. You're like, oh, like look at my kid, like, or my daughter. Perhaps it is his daughter. You're like, look at my kid, like, she drew this picture with her feet, I hear. So, like, it's something like perhaps your child has, like, a rare gift or, like, a gift that many other children don't have, and you're like, yeah, nonchalant about it, but putting it on showcase, as you should. I know my kids are good at, basketball and flipping and what they're good at everything they do. And I post that shit like, look at my kid, look at my baby. So yeah, there you go, Scorpio. Thank you. All right, 2 cards that we had in the beginning. You're seeing them before me. Ten of Cups and the Page of Swords. What great energy to have, collective. We have the Ten of Cups, which is very loving and compassionate and family oriented. And perhaps we're telling stories, or we're making a story, or we're reading a story. And the Page of Swords. So this is learning something new, reading, writing. And I see hummingbirds, so this is being very flexible. Hummingbirds, they can go back, forward, round and round, and they're very happy, very precise, and they're very fast. And with these books, I see communication and truth. So perhaps we are dealing with the truth and communication in a loving way. Perhaps it is to the public or to your family. Maybe you're expressing how you truly feel. And yeah, that's it for our new moon reading for the collective and all signs. Thank you. Once again, I'm Claire V. This is Spread Space. If you have yet to do so already, please like and subscribe. I'll see you for our full moon reading coming up the 24th of February. So exciting. Thank you. Love ya.